Good morning, students. Today we are going to solve sum number 10 of chapter number 4, reconstruction of partnership. Sum number 10, which is given on page number 139 and 140. Here the sum is Rajesh, Puspa and Pratibha are partners of a Srinathji Traders Partnership firm. Their profit and loss sharing ratio is 2:3:1. Their firm's balance sheet as on 31/3/2017 is as under. This is the balance sheet given to us. Srinathji Traders balance sheet as on 31/3/2017. On the next page it is given that as on above date of balance sheet, partner decided to change profit and loss ratio to 1:1:1, that is equal. On this date, they decided to revalue assets and liability, for which information is as under. And at the end, 7 adjustments are given, and at the end they have asked us, from the above information, write journal entries in the books of partnership firm, also prepare revaluation account. So here in this particular sum, considering the adjustments which are given to us, we will be passing journal entry in the books of partnership firm of Rajesh, Puspa and Pratibha. Along with that, we will be making revaluation account. Let us concentrate on one by one all the adjustments. First adjustment says the value of land and building is to be increased up to 2,50,000 and building is to be increased by 50,000. See, adjustments for land is that value of land is to be increased up to 50,000, 2,50,000. Already land given to us is 1,80,000. So 1,80,000 is given to us and 250 we have to make it. That means we have to increase land by rupees 70,000. And if we talk about building is given 3 lakh and it is given that it is to be increased by 50,000. So our first adjustment says that land is to be increased by 70,000 because it is given 1,80,000 to us and its new value is 2,50,000. So 70,000 is the increase in the value of land and building is to be increased by 50,000. So earlier it was 3 lakh. Now it is going to be 3,50,000. So finally we have to increase both the values, value of land and building, value of land by 70,000 and value of building by 50,000. So as we know, these two are assets, there will be profit because of increase in the value of an asset. So here the revaluation account will be credited and these two assets will be debited. Let us see the journal entry. See the entry. Journal entry will be land account debit 70,000, building account debit 50,000, to revaluation account 1,20,000, and narration will be being increase in the value of land and building due to revaluation is recorded. Now if we want to make revaluation account out of this, the posting will be done at the credit side of revaluation account. At the credit side of revaluation account, we will write by land 70,000 and by building 50,000. So here it is, by land revaluation account, by land 70,000 and by building 50,000. So this was about adjustment number 1, posting in revaluation account, and this is our journal entry, land account debit, building account debit to revaluation account. Let us see the second adjustment. Second adjustment says the machinery is to be decreased up to 80,000. Machinery's value is given to us how much? 1,20,000 and we have to bring it to 80,000. Machine, the value of machinery is to be decreased up to 80,000. That means from 120 to 80 we have to bring it. That means we need to make a reduction in the value of machine by rupees 40,000. Now as machinery is an asset and decrease in the value of an asset will make us a loss, so here revaluation account will be debited and machinery account will be credited for rupees 40,000. I repeat again, there is a decrease in the value of machinery by rupees 40,000, so we have to debit the revaluation account by 40,000 and this machinery account will be credited. So here it is, revaluation account debit to machinery account, how much? 40,000, and its posting in the revaluation account will be done at the debit side. First of all, we will put a tick mark near entry revaluation account debit to machinery account 40,000, and the posting will be done at the debit side of revaluation account. So here the posting is to machinery, how much? 40,000. Next, adjustment number 3. Adjustment number 3 says the value of investment is to be reduced 30%. Is to be reduced 30%. That means they want to tell us that value of investment is to be reduced by 30%. Now let us see how much the investment is. Investment is given to us 40,000. So 40,000 and its value 30% we have to reduce. So if we calculate 30% of 40,000, we will get 12,000. So investment, which is also an asset, we have to reduce by 12,000. So again here there's a loss because investment is the asset and there's a decrease in the value of an asset. So that loss we will have to for that loss we will have to debit revaluation account, and that particular investment account we will have to credit. So let us see the entry. Entry is revaluation account debit to investment account. Okay, how much? 12,000. Revaluation account debit to investment account 12,000. Posting will be done in revaluation account at the debit side. So here it is, revaluation account to investment 12,000. Okay, next adjustment number, I think 4. Yeah, adjustment number 4. Provision for bad debts reserve at 20% and discount reserve at 5% is to be made. Provision for bad debts reserve at 20%. So we very well know BDR, that is bad debts reserve, is calculated on debtors. The value of debtors is 50,000. So 50,000 is the value of debtor. 50,000 is the value of debtor, and we will have to make a provision at 20% BDR. So 20% of 50,000 will be a 10,000. 10,000 will be BDR. We will deduct BDR. We will get 40,000, and now we will calculate 5% discount reserve on this. So 5% discount reserve on debtors, 5% will be 40,000, 5% will be 2,000. So that will be the amount of DRD. So for this adjustment, BDR, which is a provision, and DRD, which is a provision, both we have to create. BDR by 10,000 and DRD by 2,000. Let us see again, when there is an increase in provision or provision is newly created, revaluation account is to be debited because provision is one kind of loss. So here the entry is revaluation account debit to bad debts reserve to discount reserve on debtors. Revaluation account debit to bad debts reserve to discount reserve on debtors, 10,000, 2,000, and revaluation account debit 12,000. The posting of this two will be done at the debit side of revaluation account. So here it is, to BDR 10,000, to DRD 2,000. Next, talk about fifth adjustment, which says the stock value of rupees 15,000 is to be reduced by 20%. The value of stock might be more or less than 15,000, might be more than 15,000. Here the stock value is 35,000. What do they say us? They tell us that stock of rupees 15,000, its market value is to be reduced. Its value is to be reduced by 20%. So only 20% of 15,000, which comes to 3,000. 3,000 will be the reduction in the value of 20% of 15,000. 3,000 will be the reduction in the value of stock. So that will be, again, stock is an asset. Decrease in the value of an asset, revaluation account has to be debited. So here it is, the entry is revaluation account debit to stock account 3,000, and the posting will be done at the debit side of asset account, debit side of revaluation account to stock 3,000. Next adjustment says an amount of rupees 26 adjustment, an amount of rupees 20,000 is not to be paid to creditors. 20,000 of the creditor are not to be paid. It is one kind of profit, reduction in the value of liability. Creditors is a liability, so this is a profit. Here revaluation account will be credited and creditors account will be debited. So here the entry is creditors account debit to revaluation account 20,000 and 20,000, and posting of this will be done at the debit side of at the credit side of revaluation account. So here the posting is credit side of revaluation account by creditors 20,000. Let us talk about adjustment number 7, which is the last one. Rupees 3,000 outstanding expense and rupees 2,000 income receivable are not recorded in the books. So 3,000 for outstanding expense and 2,000 for receivable income are not recorded in the books. So we will record them. Now expense, which is 3,000, will be a loss to the business. So revaluation account will be debited, and unrecorded income will be obviously it is one kind of income, it is one kind of profit, so it will be credited to revaluation account. Here the two entries are revaluation account debit to outstanding income 3,000, revaluation account debit to outstanding income 3,000, and revaluation account debit to outstanding expense account 3,000, and outstanding income account debit to revaluation account 2,000. Now posting, this outstanding expense will be recorded at the debit side of revaluation account, and outstanding income will be recorded at the credit side of revaluation account. So here it is, outstanding expense revaluation account debit side 3,000 and outstanding income at the credit side of revaluation account. Now, so this was the last adjustment. Here we have finished with all the adjustments. Now we will have to close our revaluation account. If we will close our revaluation account, we will find that the credit side total is 1,42,000, 1,42,000, and the debit side total is 70,000. So here the process is 1,42,000 is the total of credit side, 70,000 is the total of debit side, 72,000 is the difference, which is known as profit on revaluation account. If credit total is more than debit total, that means there is a credit balance, which means profit on revaluation account. Now this profit supposed to be distributed among partners in their old profit and loss sharing ratio, and in the starting it was given the old profit and loss sharing ratio is 2:3:1, which they have changed to 1:1:1. But we are not concerned with new ratio here. we have to distribute this profit on revaluation in old ratio. So 2, 3, 1, Rajesh, Pushpa and Pratibha. We will distribute 72,000. For Rajesh, 72,000 into 2 upon 6 will be a 24,000. For Pushpa, 72,000 into 3 upon 6, 36,000. And Pratibha, 72,000 into 1 by 6, that comes to 12,000. So here the profit will be recorded like this: 1,42,000 to partners capital account. To partners capital account, Rajesh, then Pushpa, and last Pratibha. The amounts are 24,000, 36,000 and 12,000. Total is 72,000, which is the difference of revaluation account. So this way profit will be distributed: credit total 1,42,000, debit total 70,000, difference 72,000, and that difference will be distributed among all three partners in their old profit and loss sharing ratio. So this way we have distributed. Now one final entry is left. This entry is for this profit. This profit which is recorded at the debit side of revaluation account, the journal entry we will have to pass. The journal entry will be revaluation account debit and partners capital account credit. Let us see how to pass this journal entry. See here, entry number 8, revaluation account debit 72,000 to Rajesh capital account, to Pushpa's capital account, to Pratibha's capital account. 72,000 revaluation account, Rajesh capital account 24,000, Pushpa's capital account 36,000 and Pratibha's capital account 12,000. Being profit on revaluation distributed among partners in their old profit and loss sharing ratio. Old profit and loss sharing ratio is 2:3:1. So this was all about sum number 10 of chapter number 4, which is on page number 139 and 140 in your textbook. Thank you.